She say, "Do you love me?" I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry. Well, that is what Hakimi has told his wife, basically. Welcome, guys, to my channel. So let's talk about this hot topic that has been trending regarding soccer player Hakimi. I'm not going to chop up at the man's name and his wife or spouse or whatever. Heba. I don't know. Anyway, he is a Moroccan professional football player who plays for the League One club, Paris Saint-Germain, and the Morocco national team. I don't know what all that means. I just want to talk about what a lot of people are not talking about. And that is how much of a predator this lady is. She was 29 when they met. He was 17. They married when she was 31 and he was 19. So we all know that right there is predator right there. Like, look at that age difference. But at the end of the day, Hakim's mother knew this. And I can remember when my brother was dating somebody well older than him. I never knew for a long time that she was as old as she was. And had I known, we would have done something to press charges. But either way, it's not about me. It's not about my brother. It's about Hakimi and his mother and how she saw what was happening. She saw it. She saw that Haiba was spotting him and knew that he was going to make it. So that was her plan, to get pregnant for him, have his children, and take everything she could away from him. After 2 years, she thought that she would cash him out. But his mom said, "You know what? I see what's going to happen, but this what we're going to do, boo." And that's what she did. His mom probably talked to somebody and got legal advice, because she knew that that woman was up to something, and she knew she couldn't keep her son away from him. But at the end of the day, why? Why is it okay for women to be predators? I'll tell you why. It is okay for female predators because they are deemed to be sexually objectified, and they obtain somewhat of celebrity status when they prey on younger men. But when it comes to men, that's a double standard. Men are not generally sensualized or sexualized as often. Especially when you have a woman that's beautiful, they have bold eyes, they have a beautiful face, they have beautiful hair, they have a bikini model body. They are totally sexualized and they're appealing, and most people consider them a MILF or a cougar. So that's generally what happens, and that's why nobody's really saying that she was a predator. But this lady was a predator. This guy was underage. Now, granted, I don't know in their country what the age limits are, but she was a predator. And that's just what a lot of people are not talking about. Everybody's talking about how he won. But at the end of the day, his mother, she saw what was going on. She saw what was going on, and she sought legal advice, and she did what she needed to do. But let me tell you how that could have went left. It could have went left if she would have died. It could have went left if her being older or whatever would have let somebody convince her to put the trust in her in somebody else's name. Excuse me. So that could have went left, like I said, in a couple of ways. And if he had not done this like years prior, it could not have worked. Like, if he would have done this maybe 2 months before she filed for divorce, it wouldn't have gone this way. But anyway, he won, and that's good. But that's what I wanted to talk with you guys about. This predator thing that's going on or went on in this marriage that nobody else is talking about. Now, legally, yeah, he was able to transfer all of his money to his mom's account, but he was stealing at the same time because he was putting everything in his mother's account when half of that was it belonged to his wife. So he was stealing at the same time, but he came out on top, you know? And now I'm wondering, has Hakimi started something? I mean, are American men gonna start looking into this more? Because at the end of the day, Hispanics, they do it all the time. And they primarily do it because they're in the US illegally. So they have to put their properties in other people's names. So that's not uncommon for them. But I think this is gonna set a trend. I think men are gonna start looking into this, seeking out who they can trust to do this with. And we're going to see it happening more. And also, you know, I'm thinking that the judge, I'm thinking he was a Kevin Samuels fan. Because, I mean, he looked at this situation and he ruled in his favor and gave Hakeem half of her money. So guys, thank you so much for listening. And as always, if you haven't, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time,